All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Epic Sports Radio. We are coming at you live from the Raven's Nest Winery. We have had a few interesting technical difficulties today with what's going on. I could probably use a bottle of wine. But anyway, I want to let everybody know that, let's see here. I am texting, getting texts, and fancy. I'm running the soundboard for my little iPad here. So if you guys want to give us a call, have any questions during the show, 916-633-4851. You could give us a call and ask us your sports questions. We have a guest on that's going to be arriving here pretty soon. He is en route, actually, and his name is David Allen Wright. He's a MMA fighter. We actually went and saw him the 21st at Thunder Valley. So he was the guy that we talked to before and after the fight. Unfortunately, he did not win his fight, but we'll talk about that here a little bit later. I want to let everybody know also too on social media. You could follow us, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, anything whatsoever. You can follow us. It's Epic News Sports. And also, during the show, if you want to tweet us the questions or Facebook, you could certainly do that as well. Yeah. Any other exciting news that you want to share before we get rolling?
Well, I think that we both kind of called it that Golden State Warriors are going to the NBA Finals, even though they were down 3-1.
Yeah, we'll get to Golden State here in a minute.
Speaking of basketball, I'm irritated with our Sacramento Kings.
I do not know what's going on with your mic. Can you hear yourself in?
Barely.
That's weird. Let me see here. Try it now.
Hello. Keep
going.
Hello.
No, not really. All right, so we're our sound person is MIA. We don't know. Maybe they drink too much wine, or didn't. I don't know what's going on with her, but she is MIA. GONE gone. So anyhow, also to shout out to Classic Tattoo Club. I don't know if any of you guys, I haven't heard from them lately, so I don't know if any of you guys have gone out there and give them a call, getting a tattoo. But if you mention that you heard about them on Epic Sports Radio, they will certainly hook you guys up. But anyway, we are going to dive into a little bit of NFL. NFL season is over, but it's over but not over. So hey, on the computer there, hit the sound button, hit it down. Well, no, that's on mute, so it shouldn't even be doing that. So anyway, maybe it's this. We got a wow, this is interesting. All right, NFL. 500 days later, Deflategate still rolling.
Let it die, please.
You know, I don't know what's going on with it, but the argument, you know, with the NFL and the union and everything like that, $22.5 million it has cost the NFL, the players' union, Brady, and all that with lawyers and everything like that. $22.5 million. So, $22.5 million is a lot of players' salary. I mean, you could buy a lot of things with $22.5 million.
Yeah, a lot of things.
And I don't understand why it needs to take $22.5 million. I'm sure there's lawyers out there that are salivating at the, chance to take on this. And they're the ones making the money. I mean, it's...
Oh, yeah, they always get paid.
Yeah, they get... I mean, $22.5 million. I mean, that could feed a lot of homeless people.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could build them a lot of homes.
It could build. I mean, they could have built. Let's see here, $22.5 million. You probably could have built easily 100-unit apartment complex and housed 2 homeless veterans per unit. So you could have housed 200 homeless veterans right there.
I was gonna say you could probably build a complex the size of Whaley Field and probably put more than 100 units.
Yeah, I mean,
and we're talking about nice units, not just little boxes side by side.
Right. So it is something that kind of makes me sick if you think about it. 500 days. I mean, I think Johnny Manziel's football career is just a little over 500 days.
Yeah.
Maybe in the 600s.
Yeah.
But it's stupid. They just need to. I mean, Tom Brady just needs to quit. Pissing and moaning about doing the appeals and everything like that. They just need to drop it, because by the time this is over, they're probably going to reach close to $30 million in this, and it is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you have the league investigation. Then you have the suspension of Brady, an appeal. Then Roger Goodell rejected that appeal.
Yes.
And then there was a lawsuit filed by the union. District court judge ruled for Brady. So somebody's palm's getting greased. So the judge ruled for Brady.
Yes.
That's just my conspiracy theory, but I think I'm right on that one. Then the NFL appealed that decision, and then there was a reversal of the district court decision by an appellate court, and then the most recent, a petition filed by Brady himself and the union to have all 13 judges in the Court of Appeals weigh in on the case. Now, here's what needs to happen. When you're in a hometown, okay, for the sake of argument, if we, Sacramento, something happens, we'll just go San Francisco or Oakland, something happens with one of those guys, high-end guy. You need to get them out of the Bay Area. You need to maybe even get them out of California and go somewhere, go to the Supreme somewhere else, because no one's going to get a fair shake in that, or you're going to have some judge that plays golf with, Belichick's brother, cousin's aunt's second nephew, or maybe Kraft himself, is greasing some palms. Hey, man, you do this for us, we'll get you a suite for a year, and here's a $500,000 towards your campaign.
As in the immortal words of Kevin OLeary on Shark Tank, we need to take this out behind the shed and shoot it. It needs to be dead.
Yeah.
I mean, it's done.
So, I think that there's just take your suspension, Brady. I mean,
what is it? 4 games? 2 games?
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous.
I think it's 2. It was 4.
It is ridiculous. I will tell you that right now. And what they need to do is they just need to shut their holes and take their freaking suspensions. Dude, I'm telling you, dude. I played football, and I know that I know the laws of science. That when you have we'll just say, okay, our car is outside right now. The tires are going to be a little bit more inflated because it's hot. We know that molecules heat up when it gets hot and they slow down when it gets cold. Now, before each game, there's dudes that check the pressure of the footballs. Right. Every freaking game.
Every time. So,
somebody, somewhere, got paid some money, and they deflated them just a little bit. But if a ref picks it up and he's like, hey, what's up with this? And then he does another one, because each football team, just like in college football, like the Sooners, they have their own bag of footballs that they bring. So when the Sooners are on offense, they have their own football. And if West Virginia is on offense, they have their own football. Same, back and forth with...
Definitely.
Yeah, so the Patriots have their own guys playing with their own balls, basically.
So far, what I've seen, the only people who are really paid for anything is the people who are checking the balls.
Yeah, they're fired. Well, they're in what they call in the mafia. They are what's called a patsy. Yeah. And I'm not saying the mafia had anything to do with it. I'm just saying a patsy, and a patsy is somebody that of non-importance that will get the blame.
They lost their jobs while Tom Brady is spending people's money in court.
They lost their jobs, but I think they got paid under the table too. So anyway, enough of that bull crap on the Deflate Gate. They just need to stop it, man. So, and on to more enlightening news, which really isn't enlightening, but okay, this dude, Will Smith of the Saints, who got shot and killed by some jackhole in Louisiana a few weeks back.
Yeah, he had a few. Now, each state has their little blood alcohol level. Some's 0.08 in Louisiana.
0.08. So 0.08.
Just like California.
Man, they should just round it up to 1 point. So, okay, 0.08.
He's helping. He's a pretty big guy, right?
Pretty big guy.
He's about 6'4", 290 pounds.
Pretty big dude.
And his blood alcohol level was 0.235. That's a lot for a guy that big. I mean, he drank a boatload of alcohol.
Yeah, so now here's the thing. Whoever he was with, which was his wife, he obviously wasn't capable of driving because he sideswiped this dude's car. Now, I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's a... Now, the dude had a Hummer, and did you see that blue thing go across the screen there? That looked like a little ghost or something. That was kind of cool. It went across your screen.
That's they hit like.
Oh, yeah?
Or
okay. There it goes. See, it looks like some little fairy or something.
Oh, look, hey, that's Dirk.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Dirk, we need to talk about your dadgum name. Dirk Dig. Okay, now I want you to look up while you're watching this. Look up and see who Dirk Diggler is, and then you understand what I'm saying. All right, so anyway, so we get this guy. He gets in his car. He sideswiped this dude in a Hummer. And a Hummer, Louisiana, I'm thinking drug dealer. Anyway, I'm not profiling, I'm just saying.
Just stating the obvious.
I'm just saying. So the dude has a gun, and he pops a few in Will Smith. I believe it was 6 times. In the back, mind you.
I thought it was 8, but 6. It could be 6.
6, 8.
Doesn't really matter when he gets up that high. Too many holes.
so the dude gets shot. He's obliterated. He had a gun of his own, but you know what? He may have had a license, or we don't know. So I've been trying to get a hold of a few people in Louisiana, and I want to talk to this cat. I want to talk to him and be like, bro, what were you thinking? You got an attitude. Your car gets sideswiped. It's a Hummer. Pay for it with your freaking drug money and get it fixed. But anyway, I'm telling you what. If you shoot a dude, you're gonna get caught, and your life is over. Well, I say it's over. There are some people that get, I don't know. There's guys like 3 strikes in California. You can have your 3rd strike. You can get caught with an ounce of marijuana and get life in prison. But you can shoot someone in the face for a certain reason, maybe only get 20 years. So we'll keep an eye on this story. But anyway, Will Smith, his blood alcohol level is 0.235. He shouldn't have been driving anyway. His wife should have been driving. Or if you're smart, Mr. NFL football player who makes a lot of money, Lyft,
either one.
Or you can pay one of your homies, your little entourage, and they could drive you around. I mean, if you were going to drink and drive, you're just freaking stupid. And maybe him getting shot saved a few lives points and him not running people over. So maybe one life saved 3. I don't know. I'm not, saying anything bad about the cat.
He had a long career left. Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah. So anyway, on that, but you know what? One thing that we've talked about before in Pro Bowl. Now, the Pro Bowl has been in Hawaii for years and years and years. Now, first off, your average ticket to Hawaii is right around $800 round trip. Now, to me, the Pro Bowl is a joke. Now, it means nothing. It's more of an exhibition game. Guys screwing around. And a lot of NFL players don't even want to go. It's like,
right.
they just like, you know what? I don't even want to go. I don't even care. It means nothing. It really means nothing. But they are going to move it to Orlando, Florida.
Is this going to make it more relevant?
No. They will get a lot more people there, I'll tell you that. But relevant? No. It's also going to be at the Camping World Stadium. Now, that's a stupid name for a stadium. I guess they will take anybody that
Who plays there?
That will pay for average. You know what Camping World is, right?
Yes.
It's,
but what normally goes on at the stadium?
Man, I'm still on the name Camping World. I mean, let's call it Bass Pro Shop Stadium. I mean, that's just. Yeah. I mean, that's stupid. I mean, I'd rather have it Bass Pro Shop at Camping World.
How about Dick's Sporting Goods Stadium?
Or how about Dunkin' Donuts? You know. I mean. Anyway, Camping World, you know what? You know what would be cool is if you got a bunch of dudes that sold weed and they called it Cheech and Chong Stadium. That would be cool. Anyway, it underwent $200 million renovation. $200 million. To bring the Pro Bowl there every year and plus get other sporting events there and, concerts and whatnot. But I don't think it should have been played in Hawaii anyway. That's more of a vacation than anything else. But and also too, it makes it more accessible for people who want to come and go to the game. So if you and I want to go to the Pro Bowl next year, we could easily now, and I say that too. But I'm sure they'll try and dick people over by raising the airfares. Around.
Normally it's $279 in Orlando one way. Now it's $1,100.
Do you know that it's cheaper to fly to Louisiana from here than it is to fly to San Diego? To here?
That's crazy.
Yeah, San Diego is 600 miles from here. Louisiana is what, 1,500, something like that. Yeah. And it's cheaper to fly there than here. Anyhow, so that's it on the NFL talk. Interesting. That would be my dad calling. And if you notice that was the Boomer Sooner fight song. And for all you Texas freaks out there that are watching us, down with the horns. I hate you guys, but I love you at the same time. We do appreciate you watching the show, and I know I bust your balls every week. But as everyone well knows, I went to the University of Oklahoma. And the University of Oklahoma has the a big rivalry with the Texas Longhorns, and oddly enough, I have a Texas orange external hard drive there. That was the only color that they had, man. I really hated to buy it, but I did. But anyway, what was I saying anyway? I was talking about. Oh yeah. Anyway. Oh yeah. The fight song. My dad. Well, anyway. Say hi to everyone that's watching in Texas. I know we got people in Round Rock, and which is outside of Austin. We got people in Dallas and Fort Worth and Lockhart. Lockhart is about the size of, I don't know, Walmart grocery store. It's a small town. I'll tell you what. You Texas people brag about your barbecue, and most of your places suck. And I was there last summer. I went to 50 different barbecue places, and 46 of them sucked. So, anyway, in Lockhart, they have a place called Black's Barbecue. It's been there since, I believe, 1940. One of the best barbecues I've ever had. And, unlike here in California, there's this place in the mall. I think it's called the Memphis Kitchen or something at OLeary, and it sucks. It's like dog food. Well, in Texas, you can get a big 3-meat plate for like between $10.95 and $12.95. And you get a 3-meat plate, you get 2 sides, you get your bread, and you get a big old thing. Everything. I don't care where you go in Texas. And I do mean I don't care where you can go to Taco Bell, you can go to a taco shop, you can go to any restaurant. Their biggest thing there, sweet tea. Sweet tea, sweet tea, sweet tea, sweet tea. And they make it fresh. It's none of that bull crap that you find in the stores. But anyway, yeah, I got on a rabbit trail with a little fight song there. So let's move on to PGA. We got one little thing to talk about in the PGA. And now first off, the PGA Tour announced that there's a long-time event. It's been there since 1962 at Miami Trump's Doral, Trump's golf resort. It will be going to Mexico City. Now, they're not going to move it anywhere in the United States. They're moving it to Mexico. Now, here is the interesting part. Now, this is I'm quoting here, and I'm going to read it because you know me, I don't like to misquote anybody. It says, some of the reaction revolves around the feeling that this is a political exercise, and it is not in any way, shape, or form done with the quote. This is said by the PGA Commissioner Tim Fincham. First off, I smell BS. Big time. Now, if you do your research, I was going to do some research. I didn't have time to do it during the show. But if you look it up, I could almost bet that Tim Fincham is a Democrat. And maybe when someone says this is not political, it's political. There was a news conference. Yes. It was at the Memorial Tournament, and again he says the decision here was based on the reality that we are not able to secure sponsorship for next year's WGC at Doral for years out, for that matter. Bull crap, bull crap, bull crap, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, you're going to go to Mexico. I used to live in Mexico. I lived in Rosarito Beach before it became a tourist trap. I lived in a little hotel, and I still remember the dudes. Richard and Leonardo Paez I met. And so I would have this girl come to my door every morning, and she would give me, didn't give me, I bought them off her, breakfast burritos. I would walk down the beach on Rosarito Beach, and there would be Mexican militiamen and all this kind of stuff. And I paid each one of these guys $100 to first off leave me the crap alone and have everybody else leave me alone. Those guys became my best friends instantly. I mean, because heck, cops in Mexico only make about $400 a month today. So anyway, so for them to say that it's not political, it's freaking political. And a lot of people don't like Trump, and even some Republicans don't like Trump. So let's kind of step in that arena right now. And if anyone wants to get political with me, again, call me 916-633-4851. So let me ask you, Mr. Sean, I'm going to put you on the spot here. You Republican or Democrat? Or are you an independent like Mark Cuban?
You know, I don't know. I would probably consider myself independent because I don't want to be either one. I'll be honest with you.
All right, I'll tell you what. The Republican Party, they're a lot of them are a bunch of arrogant jackholes. The Democrat Party, a lot of them are a bunch of arrogant jackholes. Now, there are some things that Democrats can do right, some things that Republicans can do right. I like the Tea Party. I like independents because you shouldn't not like somebody just because they're Democrat or Republican. I remember back in the day, people would be like, hey, you Democrat or Republican? I'm a Republican, I'll tell you that straight up. But I'm not some right-wing freak, but I do believe in gun rights, I do believe in the NRA, and I do believe in all that kind of stuff. I don't believe that, well, first off, the president doesn't run this country, and if you think he does, you're a freaking idiot, because it is the House, it's Congress, that if they don't like what you stand for or a bill or anything like that, they'll just veto it. Or I mean, of course, the president can have an ultimate. If he really wants to be an a-hole about stuff, he could. And Obama has done stuff, but I'll tell you this: it is about who paid a lot in the campaign. It's about you scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's about moving and shaking. So it is not about being president. It is not about doing the right thing. All that kind of stuff. It is all politics. So for this guy to say, no, it is not politics, lies.
Nothing but lies.
And more lies. So anyway, on that note, we are at, about 4:35 here. So we have our guest in-house, and we're going to see if I can't get Katie over here to press the little pause button while we go on a commercial break on the on the computer there. You hit the arrow up where it says record and then stop recording, and then hit stop streaming. And we will be right back in 2 and 2. Everybody is muted.